Hey there, SkrNoob, yet again back with another video, and today I'm announcing that I'm going to start a new series on the same series that I started my whole channel with. So the reason I started my channel was not because of that first game that I played. It was Mountain Blade. That was the first thing that I did on my channel, but it was not the first game that I played. It was Minecraft, and it was on this server. It's called Rsmv.net, so you guys can come and join me anytime. But I'm going to start a series on Towny 2.0. So the last series was on Towny 1.0. I never finished it because a lot of things happened, but that doesn't matter. I'm back here, and they added SlimeFun to this server right now, so that makes everything a little bit better. So I've did a couple of things. As you guys can see, this is my house, and as you can see, I didn't take any fall damage. By the way, I can fly. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I can fly, and that's because of a jetpack. It's everything. I'm gonna explain everything in the next clip. So you guys, if you do not know what SlimeFun is a plugin that allows you to do stuff like feed the beast inside of a vanilla Minecraft server, so you do not have to download any special mods or something to play this. It's just on a vanilla Minecraft server. So what this does, it will allow you to do all sorts of cool stuff, like make jetpacks or get spawners without silk spawners, stuff like that. All sorts of cool stuff that I'm going to be explaining to you guys inside of this episode, or the several episodes that will come, because I cannot do everything in one episode, you guys. There are way too much things. So if you log into the server and you choose the Towny 2.0 server, because this Rsmv has a couple of things like skyblock and creative and stuff like that, but if you come to play Towny with me, you will log in and it will give you this SlimeFun guide. So if you didn't get the SlimeFun guide for some weird reason, then you can just do SF and then guide. If I can type right, guide, there we go, and it will give you this book. Boom, and you can just open it. So if you open this book, you guys, there are a lot of things inside of here. What I want to go through in this episode mainly is, at first you will have to open these things. So what are these things? These things are the basic mechanics. So enhanced crafting table is the thing that you are going to need the most. During my whole process in this game, I had to use this thing several times. A sawmill makes things way easier. A grindstone is to grind ore, so if you put a iron ore in here, it will give you 2 iron dust, and those you can smelt into iron ingots. So basically what it does, it just doubles your iron. Armor forge is what you are going to use for the special armors, because this thing has special armors, like, oh no, this is not armor, magical armor, as you guys can see here. Ender helmet, sometimes it's there, sometimes it's there. For some reason I saw somebody else doing it and it was really bulky, but the only thing that this thing does is it prevents you from taking damage if you ender pearl somewhere. So slime helmet, bouncy feeling. I have the second slime thingy, that's this right here. Slime boots and slime leggings. As you guys can see, it gives you additional speed, and this one gives you a jump boost and no fall damage. Right here, the helmet and stuff, I don't think it gives you anything, it's just for protection and stuff like that. But as you guys can see, I can jump very high, and I have an additional speed bonus if I close this book right here. Jump boost and speed 3, so that's actually very cool. It's and it's very easy to make. So if you're wondering how do I make all sorts of all of these stuff, you are going to need to unlock them first. And when you unlock them, you just click on it and it will show you what you have to build. This plugin allows you to just click on every single thing. So if you don't know how to make the lava crystal, you just click on it and it will show you ancient rune. Of course, if you make an ancient rune, you will have to make an ancient altar. And those are all the things that you have to know. But if you want to start building things, you will first need to have all the basic mechanics. You know what, you guys, let's build something, let's make something. So I think it would be better to make something to explain how the SlimeFun thing works. So in those inside of the weapons there are easy things to make, like a grandma walk stick. As you guys can see right here, you will have to have a enhanced crafting table and 3 oak logs. Actually, it doesn't really matter what kind of logs you have, but for the sake of the video, I'm gonna just take 3 oak logs, go to the enhanced crafting table, put it in there, right click on the crafting table, and did you hear that block? And then we have a grandma walk stick with a knockback 2. Amazing. This thing will launch stuff a little bit. It's not knockback 2 is not the most special thing in the world, so but it's still cool. It's still cool that you don't even have to have a lot of stuff to make something with knockback 2. So I would recommend to make this sword because it really helped me out to getting wither skeleton skulls. This one time I attacked, I think, 2 wither skeletons after I came into a fortress, and I got 2 heads from that, from only seeing 2 withers. So that was actually kind of awesome. So this thing works really good, has a chance to behead mobs, even higher chance for wither skeletons. So the rest is not really important, but let's just make this sword. So to make this sword, you will need 2 emeralds, 1 blaze rod, and 2 magical lumps. Magical lumps tier 2. Sorry, 2 magical lumps tier 2. So how do you make these magical lumps? You can click on them. It will say you need 4 magical lumps from tier 1. And how do you make magical lump 1? You click on it, as you can see, a nether wart inside of a grindstone. What is a grindstone? How do you make a grindstone? Normally you should be able to click on it, but it doesn't work right now. So let's be professional and just go with it. Right here, grindstone. How do you make this? It's again a multi-block. You take a dispenser, as I said, a lot of dispensers, and an oak fence. I of course already made this. So right here, dispenser, I faced it upwards because I don't know, it looks good. And then I put a fence on top of it, and then you put the nether wart in there. Every time you click once on the oak fence, it will give you 2 magical lumps. See, boom, you click on it, it will give you 2, and right there now we have 8 magical lumps tier 1. Then you go back into the enhanced crafting table, you put them in there, you click once. You cannot spam this because it will not recognize the pattern you put it in, so you have to remove this one and click on it again, and then you will have to do magical lumps. The blaze rods, you can go to a nether fortress, but I have a spawner right here. I will explain you guys how to make one. This is not made with silk spawners, it's with the SlimeFun thing, but it's really complicated. Well, but I will still explain it to you guys. So we have our blaze rod. Now we just need 2 emeralds. Where did I put my emerald? I think it's inside of this chest. Oh, there we go. 1, 2, boom. Okay, I don't know what happened, but that happens sometimes. Okay, now that I got all of this stuff, it's set. We have to place the blaze rod right here, 2 emeralds in the middle, 1 magical lump tier 2 right there, 1 right there, and boom. As you guys can see, sort of beheading, has a chance to behead mobs, even higher chance with wither skeletons. Now let's stress this baby out and see how long it takes me to get a wither skeleton head. And as you guys can see, that was my first wither skeleton and I already have an head. So let's see if we can get the second one. For some reason, you guys, the spawn rates are very low, so I'll have to ask the owner what's wrong with that, but let's find a new one. Oh, lol. I clicked on the pause and then I removed the video, but I'm back, and let's see, right there we have another one. Mission Impossible. Oh, he fell. Let's see if we can kill him. Very cowardly. No, we can't. Die. Oh, there we go. A second one. As you guys can see right here, I got 2 wither skeletons from killing 2 from killing 2 withers. Isn't that amazing? That's beautiful. This sword is the most beautiful thing in the world. So let's go to the next thing. So you guys, I put everything for the rest of the video in one line. We are going to use all of these mechanics, and before going into making any of these special weapons and these special tools and stuff like that, I thought to myself, why wouldn't I put all of the machines in a line and then just explain this and get over with it. So as you guys can see, you already know this one. This is the enhanced crafting table. It has a dispenser and a crafting table on top, so it's very easy. A lot of the items that inside of SlimeFun are assembled with this thing. So we already know this one. The crusher we already used, but there are more things that we can do with this. So if I open this book and you will go to the grindstone, it's called a grindstone. I don't know all of the names, okay guys. A grindstone. So if you put 1 blaze rod in it and you spam click the oak fence, it will give you 4 blaze rods instead of normally 2. So if you put it in your crafting table or in here, it will only give you 2. But if you put it in this machine, it will give you 4. For 1 bone, it will give you 4 bone meal instead of 3, stuff like that. But the important things are the nether wart. It changes into the magic lump. And the Eye of Ender, it will change it into the Ender Lump. So cobblestone, it will change it to gravel, and this is very important, you guys. We are going to need this a lot, because out of gravel you get sifted ore, and with sifted ore you put it in the ore washer. I will show that later on. If you put the sifted ore in the ore washer, it will give you special kind of dusts, and with those dusts you can make alloys, and those alloys you will need to build or to make special kind of weapons and tools and stuff like that. It changes wheat into wheat flour. I don't know if you can change it back into bread or something, but and dirt into stone chunks, and with stone chunks you can make cobblestone, blah blah blah, and so on and so on. So this is the armor forge, I think. I'm not sure, you guys. Let's see. Armor forge, yeah, gives you the ability to create powerful armor. So you guys, this is the most important thing for armors. You guys, SlimeFun has some amazing armors. So if I go into my armor list, I unlocked all of them. This one is the Damascus steel. Damascus is a iron alloy, so as you guys can see, this is our first alloy. As you guys can see right here, reinforced helmet has protection 9 and unbreaking 9. So you guys, you know what the best thing about the SlimeFun thing is? Eventually, when you unlocked all of these and you go to the all of the basic machines, you can go to the energy and electricity, and you can unlock these two. It's a auto enchanter and an auto disenchanter. I don't even have them because they are actually kind of hard to make. But what does it do? It takes the enchantment off of the weapon. So let's say this one has protection 9 and unbreaking 3. I can take it out and put it in a book, and then use the auto enchanter to put it on my diamond armor or my diamond enchanted armor. It doesn't really matter. You can take off enchantments and put it on other stuff. So SlimeFun is very, very interesting. So let's go to the next one. The next one is a ore crusher. Crushes ore to double them. So for some reason it doesn't double some of the items, I guess, because I tried to put it in today, some iron ore, and it gave me 1 dust. So actually it's not doubling it anymore for some reason. So iron ore, it will give you 2 gold dust. 16 netherrack will give you sulfate. Sulfate is something that you need for a couple of special things. It's just to make a battery or something like that, you will need this. Sifted ore, crushed ore. This is some stuff that I didn't look in yet, but it's something for not really end game, mid game material. Let's see, cobblestone into sand. So actually that's very interesting. If you need sand for I don't know, a cactus farm. And gold, it will change it into gold dust again, so you can change it back into something else, I guess. It's not really that important, but it's still very handy. It's just very handy, and you will need it. You will definitely need this. So let's go to the next one. This one is the compressor. It will compress items. What does it do? It will change 8 coal into carbon, 8 steel ingots into steel plate. Steel plate is something that I used to build to make this slime leggings. So protection tube, unbreaking 4, as you guys can see. I needed it to build that. So 4 carbon, it will change it into compressed carbon, and 4 stone chunks, like I said, will change it into 1 cobblestone. 8 reinforced alloy ingot will be a reinforced plate. I didn't even see that. I didn't use it. Yes, I didn't use that yet. English. So the next one is going to be the smeltery. So let's go to the smeltery. So boom, open the smeltery. So the smeltery is made like this. So you need nether brick, a dispenser facing up, so it has to face up, you guys, and nether brick fence on top, and then you have to light up the block underneath here. So what I did is I made this thing automatic, but normally when you make this, you will have to turn this on. Let's just do it. So let's take this out. Boom. You have to light the block underneath it for it to work, and then let's put something in. Let's see what happens if we click a couple of times. I need a free spot. There, one. As you guys can see, it goes off. There are ways to make this automatic. To do this, you will need a one observer, another dispenser, fill it with flint and steel, and then just connect them. Make sure that the face on the dispenser faces this way, and then put 3 redstone dust connecting the dispenser with the observer, and then just light it up. Boom, and now it should every time it falls out, it reignites it. Just make sure that you keep track of the flint and steel, that they don't all break. You can of course put a hopper in here and then put a chest and fill the chest with flint and steel. So that's how we use that. We are going to have to use this a lot, so keep in mind this is something that we are going to use a lot. Boom. Oh, let's see if the sawmill is next. Hopefully. Well, let's do the sawmill. So what does this do? It allows you to get 8 planks from 1 log. So instead of getting four planks of 1 log, like a normal, what you normally should get, like 4, if you put it on here, boom, like that, it doesn't really matter. It just has to be on top of the crafting table, and then you right click the crafting table, it will give you 8 instead of 4. So that's cool. That's very cool actually. So let's go to the next one. Boom, is the pressure chamber. Okay, it compresses items even more. So first you can compress it right there, and then you have to compress it even more, just because why not? So what does this do? It makes the carbon chunk that you get from the from pressuring it and then putting it, I think the compressed carbon, you have to put it in 8 things and then put 1 flint in the middle, and it will give you a carbon chunk inside of the enhanced crafting table, and then you put it in here and you get the synthetic diamond. And same goes with the raw carbonodo. It will give you carbonodo, and it's a black diamond. So the way you make this is you take the take four pistons, thank you, 1 glass, 1 cauldron, dispenser facing down, you guys. It must face down for it to work. And then 2 slabs, and then you put them just like this. If you have a hard time, just place a block on top of this and then place it like this, so it faces down. It has to face down. That's what, my English is just bad, but that's what I tried to say. Let's go to the next thing. So the next thing is the magic workbench. So the magic workbench requires 1 bookshelf, 1 crafting table, and a dispenser again. A lot of dispensers, you guys, and this is what you need to make this is what you need to get magical items. So later on, you guys, when you start making magical gadgets, you will need, you can make an elytra yourself. An infused elytra is a elytra with mending, and a soulbind elytra means that even if you die with this elytra, it will be on you. It's like a little bit like factions. It's just like factions. When you die, it will be on you, so you don't have to worry about it. The reinforced spawner is something we get later on. So, and then we have the ore washer. So what does this do? The ore washer, let's go and see. Washes sifted ore to filter ores and gives you small stone chunks. So what this basically does, you put the sifted ore on top. Let's get some sifted ore to show you what actually happens instead of just saying. So some sifted ore right here, boom, you put it in there, and then you spam click the oak fence. So I do not know if it has to face down, does it? No, you can just place it however you want. The dispenser doesn't have to face downward, but I just think it looks pretty like this. So then you spam click the oak fence. Oh my god, English. And then it will give you sifted ore, or I mean different kind of ores that you will need to make alloys with. So that's what I tried to tell when I was busy with that part right there. So these are all the items that we are going to need. Of course, lots of gravel is going to be needed. What I do is I save up the stone chunks, and with these I can make cobblestone, and with the crusher we can make with the crusher we can make gravel. And then we use the automatic panning machine to get more sifted ore, so we can use the sifted ore to make dust, and with that dust we make alloys, and with the alloys we make tools. So it's a lot to think about. It took me a while to get everything over with and really do something. So the next thing that I want to show you guys is the composer. I think is it yes, the composer. What does this do? If you do not have the strength, or if you're just too weak to go to the nether, or yeah, some people just die a lot in the nether, and they don't want to go there, and some people have a hard time trying to find the nether wart because all of the people go to the nether at the beginning of the game and just raid everything, and then you have to buy nether wart for a large amount of price. This thing will make it way easier, and the only thing that you need for it is 6 oak slabs and a cauldron and an enhanced crafting table. So I actually didn't make this thing. I didn't know about this. I had to go and raid a nether fortress, but if I knew this at the beginning of the game, that would have made everything way easier for me. So a composer, place it right here, put that in there, and the thing is, it takes a little time to make it. So okay, we'll have to wait. Let's see what comes out of here. I want to know if it actually does what it's supposed to do. So it's supposed to give us 1 nether wart. There we go. So as you guys can see, we don't have to go to the nether to get all of the things that we actually need. We can just get it from the composer and start our little farm. So if I knew this at the beginning of the game, I would have done this instead of going to the nether. It just makes life way easier. If you put sand in there, it will make soul sand, so you don't have to worry about soul sand. And if you want to make the smeltery and you cannot find a fortress, you can just put 4 stone in here. It will give you netherrack. If you cook the netherrack, you can make all of the of the nether brick items that you need for all of the other items. So these were most of the items. Well, actually these were the basic items that you will need. Sorry guys, the episode is getting fairly long and I want to end this episode with one last tool. So you guys, I've been using this tool for a long time now and it helps a lot, and actually very good. So I recommend to if you're going to choose a tool as a pickaxe, this one is very good. Yeah, let's make it and then test it out, and then you see why I really love this pick. The best thing about this pick, and I think the other ones have the same thing, but this pick is unbreakable. I think all of them, no, pickaxe of containment is not unbreakable. This one is unbreakable and it mines just a lot. It mines an area from 3 by 3 and then digs too deep into the stone. So let's just make it and test it, and then you see why I love this thing. So what we are going to need is a magic workbench. I explained that already. 2 TNT, 1 synthetic diamond, and 2 ferrosilicon. So let's make the ferrosilicon first. The ferrosilicon, as you guys can see, I already made the synthetic diamond, but I'm still gonna make one with you guys. So for the ferrosilicon, we are going to need 1 silicon, 1 iron dust, and 1 iron ingot. It's not that much, isn't it? Smeltery, and we are going to need the smeltery to make this. So silicon, if you're wondering what it is, it's 1 quartz block, and if you put the quartz block in the smeltery, it will give you 1 silicon. So I already did that. It's not really that hard. I have a lot of quartz, so yeah. Let's just make 2 of these. So 1 2 1 2, and a spider is coming. You better stay away from me. Okay, and then 1 right there. The spider is killing my vibe, man. Okay, 1 2, there we go. And because it's automatic, it's super easy to use. So we have the 2 ferrosilicon, and actually I would have been done now, but I'm gonna show you guys how to make the synthetic diamond. If you don't know how to make TNT, just go to your crafting table, open it. If it's not showing you everything, make sure that it's showing all. So this must say it's showing all. On the second page, right here, you just can click on the TNT and it shows you how to make it. So you need 5 gunpowder and 4 sand, any kind of sand. So guys, this is the compressor, and here's where we are going to make the synthetic diamond. Oh right, actually this is the beginning of the progress. So what we are gonna do is we are gonna fill it with coal, and then just press it, and every 8 of this coal is gonna make 1 carbon, and 4 of this carbon is gonna make the compressed carbon, and we are gonna need 8 compressed carbon. So what I like to do is just spam it a couple of times. Okay, this is gonna make 3 more, 3, boom boom boom, and we are gonna need 8, so another additional 3. 1 2, boom boom. So as you guys can see, I needed almost 4 stacks of coal. Well, actually wasn't it 3? Well, 3.5, let's say 3.5 stacks of coal for 8 compressed carbon, and then you go to the enhanced crafting table. You make a circle like this, put flint in the middle, press the crafting table. It's gonna give you a carbon chunk, and this carbon chunk you put it inside of this compressor or pressure chamber. It's a pressure chamber. You open it, put it in there, click on the cauldron. It's gonna do beautiful sparkles in there, and it's done. And there we have our synthetic diamond. And if you have all of these items, you guys go to the magic workbench, open the dispenser, put it in there in the same way I'm putting in right now. So 2 TNT on the sides, synthetic diamond in the middle, and then 2 ferrosilicon. Press the crafting table. It's making it. Boing. There we go. Explosive pickaxe. So let's go test this baby out. I'm going to go to spawn and then use the Uber to RTP. It's basically a replacement for the RTP. So we used to be able to do RTP, but people kept on abusing it, I guess, and then they changed the RTP into going to this dude and talk to him, and then for $0 you can do a teleporting distance of 1000, and as you guys can see, if you want to do 10,000 it's 50. It used to be 100, so I don't know, they changed it back, I guess. Maybe because it was like the first thing. Whoa. Oh, I like this biome, I'm gonna keep this. Is that pod soil? I'm gonna keep this this one. I'm gonna put a homestead right here. But let's try out this pickaxe. Ooh, okay. We are holding a pickaxe. Look at this. And the best thing about this is it's unbreakable, so we can make giant holes however we want. We can make giant rooms. It works very good. And I figured something out, you guys. Even if I if you hit the block, if you hit the block right here and obsidian is right there, like right there, it insta mines the obsidian. It's just a little trick that I found out about. So if you want to insta mine obsidian, just hit the block right next to it, the obsidian, and it's gonna insta mine it. Wait, you guys, let me showcase it. So you guys, I found some obsidian down under my house, and I'm gonna show you guys how to do this. So you have to have a block that's right next to it, and then hit this one, and as you guys can see, it insta mines it, and I didn't know there were 2 layers. Amazing. Make sure there is no lava under it so you can actually loot it. So let's try that again. And put some water around me. There we go. And then do... Oh, that's the wrong pickaxe. There we go. Boom. And wait, where did it go? It doesn't want to work with me. There we go. Oh, there we go. Finally. Took me long enough. Let's see if we can. Boom. I guess not. Well, we have some. Well, just make sure that you have 1 layer and you should be good. I'm just a nub and I do not know how to do things like this. But I'm sure you guys can. So you guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you found it informing, or if you just enjoyed the episode, make sure to leave a like. If you are new to my channel, consider subscribing. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. And of course, have an amazing day. Oh, you guys, don't forget, be here for the 2nd episode, because the 2nd episode is gonna be more informing than this one. Somebody's calling my name.